Yo, what is up, friends, foes, and members of the Omni Council? My name's Daimien Kamiya. I am the Omni King. So I'm just gonna get into it. This stream. So my plan is to obviously beat the temple. I close at work tomorrow, so I could actually stream for longer, depending on when this ends and stuff. I already had to push the stream back an hour because of like I had to do some shopping and stuff after work, but I have two very painful and irritating canker sores in my mouth right now. I already made food and had to package up that food because I got pizza. And I had to set it aside and make something that is not scratching at the canker sores. I have one on the lower lip and one on the upper lip area. So it's like no matter where I chew, it's hurting. So we'll see how this goes in terms of pain, because it does like rub a little bit like when I talk. It's causing me to like salivate too, because it like my body's producing saliva to keep the spots moist, and swallowing is problems, and oh my god, it's like one canker sore is annoying enough. I did not need two. And they're like swollen because I've been using methods to try and like get rid of them, like mouthwash, salt, stuff like that. But obviously it's not an instantaneous fix. I also have a third one that may form, and I'm trying to stop it. I can feel it. And if that one forms, it's gonna fucking hurt, because I have a tooth that doesn't go mesh with my teeth. It kind of juts out. And sometimes I get canker sores because of that tooth, because it scratches my lip, and then a canker sore forms, and then I just have the tooth stabbing into the canker sore the entire time. So that's always fun. So yeah, I got food in front of me, and hey, Lizreal. Sorry, I'm just complaining about my canker sores right now. Let's get into the game. No, canker sore. They're like I don't know how to say it. They're like sort of like cuts inside your mouth that form generally on your like lip or cheeks, on like the inside. Anyways, this is where I spawned, so I'm assuming that's where I entered from. I actually really like this temple. And I have two of them right now. Lizreal, one on the upper lip and one on the lower lip. So it's really interfering with stuff. I just really like the design of this dungeon. Daimien, don't you think there's something odd about that statue? In the grove and in the temple, there were always always matching ones on each side, but there's only one here. Why don't you use your senses to take a look? knew it. There was one more here originally. We need to find the other statue in this temple that matches this one. Hello. This is fast at last. This is it. This is where I've been trying to get to. Ancient technology of our people sleeps in this place. Searched all over. Now we're so close I can smell it. Once we find that thing, we can go home at last. Oh gracious, yes. Young man, we're so close, so please help us find what we're looking for. Is that the map or a key? Key. Map would have been cutscene. Hi, Aspire. By the way, I feel like that in and of itself is the biggest spoiler we can get here, which is, if we're encountering spiders, who the hell do you think the boss is of this dungeon? Take a wild guess. It's almost like Zelda has some type of pattern when it comes to bosses. I don't remember if it's big armored, but I know it's Goma, yes. These guys just feel easier. I don't know why. They just do. These guys are interesting enemies here, or those Armoros or whatever. I found the ones in Wind Waker way creepier, just because they weren't initially alive, and then they just come alive. And it's like, so like, it's kind of spooky-ish. Yo, is that 20 rupees? You ever wonder how rupees have their own, like, self-exchange rate? Like, I picked up that 20 rupees, but I technically don't have a red rupee in my bag. I have 905 green rupees. I think I remember that. It's like I like picking up a silver rupee, but I can use it, but there's like no change or anything. Considering how rare silver rupees too would be, it's like If I gave... If I gave a silver rupee to a shopkeeper, he'd be thinking like, what the fuck, this dude's rich. On top of that, some of them might even straight up decline it because they can't make change for it. I'll probably not. I have no general interest in playing a game where Tingle is the main character, not gonna lie. I don't really even find Tingle that interesting of a character. Wow, they actually put this here just so I had a purpose to use the spinner. I fucking hate you. No, I know the game exists, don't get me wrong. I heard the Runaway guys talk about it. These guys are actually avoiding me. Will you stop moving? Oh my god, the boomerang did nothing. Why did that happen? I wanted to drop it. Oh god. Really? Really? That was the timing I had to deal with? So that door that where we need the second statue is actually the boss door. The boss is behind that door. Like, no joke. Yeah, so the entire dungeon is getting the statue and then bringing it back down. But the way it works is the statue is in the mini-boss room. So you're going up to the peak of the tower, fight the mini-boss, get the item of the dungeon, use that item to bring the statue back down to the bottom, and then fight the boss. It's such a creative dungeon. It's actually a new item. It's some type of rod. So basically, it's a rod that sort of serves the same purpose as what the command melody in Wind Waker does. But it only works on like this certain statues. The letter L. Sort of like these ones here and the big ones. Is that Nick? How are you doing, my friend? This is the room I just came from because I'm dumb. No, wait, no. I was supposed to go back. Oh, these Cankersaurus are painful and annoying. Yeah, I can imagine. How many stamps have I found? I'm curious. 21. I have A, B, D, H, J, K, L, N, O, Q, U, Y, chest, heart piece, angry Link, sad Minda, surprised Midna, surprised Zelda, Coco, Malomart, Agatha, and that's it. High rotating laser statue. try rotating laser statue. I'm sorry it took me 3 shots to end your misery. So Nick, I found a new manga I'm reading right now that I'm kind of enjoying. I saw a recap for it on YouTube. I'm not even gonna try and pronounce it, but the premise is there's this high school kid that actually is the author of this really, really popular book, or this really, really popular series, and like everyone's in love with the series. He tells his friend, his childhood friend, who thinks he's lying and insults him, and then he goes to a gala where it's revealed, and the main voice actress and a very famous singer that enjoys the what was the chest, right, that I opened? And a very famous singer that did the anime opening, both are falling in love with him and being very forward with it too. It's turning out rather funny, not gonna lie. But it's the premise of the story is that, you know, it's like he really only had his friend for support, and now he's realizing there's so many other people around him that can support him because they appreciate his work. So, you know, he's kind of expanding his horizons. His dad's the pervert, though. It's, you know, you can't have a proper anime without a pervert, so. His mom just ties up his dad and leaves him in a corner. How am I supposed to kill these guys again? Stay down. Okay. You are annoying the hell out of me. Does it actually narrow it down? There's so many different types of like isekais and stuff. Nick knows every anime known to man, so you're gonna have to be really specific because Nick probably knows about 5 animes that meet that precedent. Let me see. I have it on my phone right now. I was reading it earlier. Oh, come on. This website does not make it easy to look up. Is it in the title here? Kokose web saka no mote Saikasu. It's a fucking long title, but it's just like, I told my best friend I was a famous writer. She didn't believe me, something like that. It's a really weird title, but it's anime. What do you expect? I just saw a recap for it on YouTube yesterday, and I found it. I'm checking it out now. Oh, Nick, have you shown up in my stream since I watched Digimon 2020? I know Mario had, but Mario hadn't watched it yet, so... Well, I'll reiterate my my point here. So I liked it. I only had one complaint. You know, say what you want about filler episodes in the original. Holy fuck. Could the show actually slow down? Like, I hated the fact that it was literally one problem after another, after another, after another, after another. Like, holy fuck. Let the kids breathe. Some of the character changes were different too. Like, I was a bit I'm still iffy on Joe, but I liked Mimi. I like how there's still some Mimi in her from the original Mimi, but she's a lot more sincere. That is an interesting way to describe Pokemon. Also, you can't forget about the Black and White series where Ash decided to literally forget everything he's ever learned. That's a very important one to remember. In all honesty, they kept putting off all the megas except for once War Greymon Digivolved. That's all he fucking did. I swear to God, I saw War Greymon like half a dozen times before anyone else mega'd. And that's not even 6 episodes. He didn't turn into War Greymon every episode. Oh, fuck. Yeah, the 2 new megas were cool, but they only were shown once. That was kind of disappointing, not gonna lie. The first episode also being a literal ripoff of the whole Diaboromon movie. I didn't know how to feel about that, not gonna lie. I also liked how Matt was less of an asshole. Matt still had aspects of what made Matt Matt, but also just wasn't an asshole. I like Joe in the original. He really does show that kind of embodiment of someone that's trying too hard and suffering the anxiety from it. That's why Gomamon is such an important character for Joe, because he needs that counter. Unlike the other unlike the others where their Digimon complemented them in like almost a similar way, like where the Digimon was similar to who they were. Gomamon being Joe's opposite, I felt was actually very important. And like looking at it in Adventure 2, where Joe and Gomamon get along so well despite being so different. Oh yeah, and Try, there's no excuse for a lot of shit that went on in Try, not gonna lie. Nor the last Kazuna for that matter, but I'm not gonna get into the rant about how Last Kazuna was shit, so I hated the premise that Digidestined can lose their partners. To me, it kind of goes against the whole concept. I love the Ultra forms, but or the bond of forms, I should say, but the whole plot could have been different, and I would have liked it better. I have not seen Ghost Game. Does it have a dub yet? I haven't even started watching season 3 of Slime yet. Reincarnated as a slime. I've been kind of waiting for a lot of the episodes to come out first before I start watching it. I forget who the mini-boss here is. Oh, isn't it like... Oh, it's a Dark Nut. Yeah, Dark Nuts are actually intimidating in this game, unlike Wind Waker, where they're only intimidating when there's more than one. I don't get how he's shield blocking me from behind, but... Getting rather annoying that he's doing that, too. You didn't expect the blade! Litzreal, He expected the Beyblade tactic. I don't know what to do now. The Helm Splitter, I have to shield bash him first, and he won't shield bash. Oh, bomb arrows, there's an idea. Ouch. They do nothing. He's actually blocking the bomb arrow. Yeah, I can't Helm Splitter unless I shield bash. But he's not letting me shield bash. Oh, wait, I got it. Okay, now he's actually dangerous. He changes up fighting tactics. How did he dodge that after it hit him? That was some, like, soccer field injury acting right there before his death. The Daimien Rod. This is the last item I need. So like I said, it literally functions like the command melody in Wind Waker. However, it mimics your movement. So that's a puzzle all in of itself. Well, let me get out of the dungeon here first, Nick, before we go to the sky. And there's also a thing I have to do prior to that, too. This is the fun part. You get to see the power of this thing. Hiya! Hiya! Well, no, I just have to do, like, the thing that, where because when you leave the Temple of Time, the Daimien Rod stops working. Right? So I have to do the process to reactivate it. Let's just get that off. Oh, fuck. Okay, I need to, like, I'm gonna switch these because I keep fucking hitting X trying to use the Daimien Rod. Cannot break this one. Go. I agree. That one kind of, to be honest, both of the new evolutions kind of came out of nowhere. The only real cool thing, though, that came out of them was fucking how it affected Omnimon. Let's be real here. Dual Blaster Omnimon, Dual Sword Omnimon. Oh, whoops. I didn't actually put him in the fucking belt, did I? Back by the other door now, isn't he? That was an interesting twist. I'll agree to. Oh no, I did. It's not in this room anymore. I also like how they actually made Devimon like a legitimate like threat of a character and not just like the early game boss. And how they tied it into Devimon being Anjumon's evil counterpart. The skull... What is it? The fucking Skull Axemon thing was bullshit. There's way better Digimon they could have gone with for Gadomon's counterpart than fucking Skull Axemon. Wiggle, 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 yeah. Wiggle, 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 yeah. I don't mind that one per se, because it was a way to try and stay true to the fact that they canonically made it, Seraphimon and Magnadramon, but then later made Ophanimon to be more canonic to match Seraphimon. So they literally had to make Goldramon just to count just for Magdramon in this thing. And while it was a one-off evolution, I felt like at least that one fit into the plot. It was needed to defeat it was needed to beat Millenniumon. Like, I honestly think they should have just gone Lady Devamon. Like, even if it was only one fight, Lady Ondamon and Lady Devamon did have a thing. It was pretty much some of the best, best, biggest, whatever, how you want to define it, fan service that came out of the first season, which was a kid's show. Mastemon is a good one. I really wish Mastemon appeared in the anime. And not just in the video games. But this whole aspect of that Digimon keeps using of like the powers of light versus the power of darkness, to have like a Digivolution that is literally both. I feel like we've lost Lizriel during this entire conversation. No, you're still here. You're just like... You don't know anything about Digimon, do you? Aha, I knew it. Oh, I hate you. Guess what button I hit? The wrong one. Digimon was like the, let's be honest here, Nick. Digimon is like Rule 34 heaven. There's literally something for everyone, and it's usually all humanoid. Right? You got Anjouamon for the standard perverts. You got Renamon for the furries. Right? It's just something for everyone. Compass. Nope. The letter T. True, but the more options there are. Oh, this is the boss key. Actually, so I actually had to come in here. I still haven't seen that one. Let me look her up. Oh, I can see it. Sort of basically just a plant Anjumon, really. Or a plant Anjouamon, I should say. Yo, 20 rupees that do me no good. You shouldn't have. Yeah, Barry had it right from Tokyo Mirage. Who the hell needs 3D girls when you have 2D girls? Yep, 100%. They can't break your heart. They can't cheat on you. Well, I guess it depends on how dedicated you are to a person, because I'm sure there's people out there that think they're cheating on them with the main character because they're just that obsessed, but like... Like, let's be real here. I'm never gonna find a Marine in real life. So I'm just gonna be content watching my dress-up darling, because that's the closest I'll ever get to a girl like Marine. I don't find, like, I'm not saying she's not attractive, but I don't find Minervamon hot. Venusmon, I can see it though, but that's by design. You're telling me someone based off the Roman god Venus / the Greek goddess Aphrodite isn't hot? Like, that's not how that works. It's the same, like, Lilithmon had to be hot. Like, there's, or Laylamon as the censorship goes. Like, there's some Digimon they legitimately did not have a choice in based on just the origins of the character. You can't base a Digimon off of a goddess of love and beauty or a demon of lust and not make it hot. What, about Digimon or about attractive characters? Or the fact that we prefer 2D over 3D? In terms of our partner relations. I'm assuming that's like way too far. Yeah. Gotta yo-yo it. Oh, you said Mervamon. Sorry, I thought you said Minervamon. Eh. Like, not my type, but I can see it. I like how we've each picked a different part of his name to refer to him as. We just need an extra person here to refer to him as the, and we're good. So Minervamon X. Is that literally just like a chibi? Let's head to the back and get that hoe. Oh, yeah. Oh god. That was incredibly rude. You know what? You know what's the most exciting part? I can't wait to not have Nick in my stream on Friday. Because of the new Genshin update. I don't think it's been made clear, but Lizreal, Radical Nick despises Genshin with a burning passion, so he never shows up to my Genshin streams usually. I don't know, I asked him, he just says he doesn't like it. He doesn't really need a reason to not like Genshin. Nick doesn't have to show up. Like, I'll admit, have I spent more money on Genshin than I'd like to admit? Yeah, but like, I like the game. I'm not playing every gacha game. Like, I could care less about Wuthering Waves or... to me, it's all about environment and setting. I'm gonna give, what is it? Zenless Zone Zero a try when that comes out, because I kind of like the style of it, and it seems similar to Genshin in a way, like, combat-wise. I care less about HSR, because I don't care about the turn-based combat, but I'm not guaranteeing I'm sticking with that game at all or anything, but I just like the world of Genshin. And here I thought you said you weren't a Genshin fan. Dude has an albedo pillow. Yo, rocking that Geo Vision. Oh, I know, Nick. I'm just throwing out the fact that there's a character in Genshin named after the same thing. easier to pick this one up. Oh, I'm dumb. Why did I do that? Let's get on this side of the fence and now do it. There we go. Hello, spiders. I'm here to kill your mother. Hello, fairy. I can't pick you up because I'm full health, and I own one of your kind already in a bottle, so... In we go. Wow, only an hour and 20 minutes, or hour and 15 minutes about, hour and 10, because, you know, 10-minute loading screen, because... As if I could start sooner than that. Yeah, it's not very creative, I'll say that. Like, when you consider all the Goma bosses we've had. How do I get him down again? Oh, I think I have to shoot him in the eye, right? What's the boss fight without an incredibly unnecessary amount of ads? Statue, go! Use hammer arm! See, this is how we know it's not Pokemon. Well, if this is Armo, it probably would be a steel bug type, so maybe hammer arm would be neutral damage. Wow, that was very poor planning of you to just dump your youth on me. Hoya! This is the pathetic part too, is because the fight's not even over. The eye is a spider. Which is dumb. You have to hit it with that, with the statue, right? He's gonna start taking shots. Oh, look, that worked. Never mind. Three of the mirror shards are ours. Just one left. Daimien? You saw how nasty that monster was, right? Evil within the shards is more powerful than you can imagine. You know, we could be assembling something truly terrible here. It could be something we'll have to ultimately have to destroy. You have to hurry. Let's find that last shard, Daimien. We have to reach the sky. That's where the last shard is supposed to be. There's a lot more than just the combat system I disliked about Dragon's Dogma. That was just a big one. Oh, I agree, Nick. You see a lot of these fucking owl statues. Oh. I also had people in chat not viciously telling me that I was playing the wrong classes, which, like, I understand. Like, there was a guy that was explaining to me that, like, I wanted to try a warrior playthrough, and the guy's like, warrior is not good. Like, you can't, like, like, these classes will actually be much better. And I appreciated that advice. Don't get me wrong. I really, really did appreciate it. But what good is a game if I can't play the game the way I want with the options they give me? Right? How is Warrior... Why is Warrior in the game if it's so shit? You know, compared to everything else. He wasn't necessarily saying Warrior was bad, but he was just saying that, like, the classes aren't balanced. And what he was trying to do was convince me to, like, I'd enjoyed the game more if I switched to a better class, was what he was trying to say. I didn't take any offense to it. I just told him, like, I want to play this my way, and I'm not having fun playing it this way. I don't see how changing class is going to change anything. Just looking for... Goodness, yes, it's the Dominion Rod you found in the temple, but that thing has been around for quite some time. You see from here that its magic has been exhausted. What am I to do? I thought at last I could return to the sky. And I've completely forgotten the spell that would once again bestow it with magic. Can't be helped. Suppose I'll just have to look for the statues that respond to the rod. Decided, that's what we'll do. That's what we'll do indeed. Well, Akko is on her way. See you again.
And here.
You should be able to go back and watch the VOD. The chat should still be there. But either way, I used mods to try and simplify things, and I still wasn't having fun. It's just, I give up on games that aren't maintaining a level of fun anymore. Did she say something about returning to the sky? That piece in the mirror is also said to be in the heavens. If we can restore magic to the Daimien rod, maybe it'll come in handy. I don't know, I think it was like a combination of the combat, the skills, like how to like deal with like leveling and equipment and money, and like fast travel was also a big issue because there wasn't like the fast travel was there, but I didn't really feel like it was really that good. And I don't know, it's been a little bit since I've played. It'd probably be better to just watch my last VOD, and I probably voice a lot of the complaints as to why I'm not playing it anymore.
What do you...
Also, at the time, the story wasn't really grabbing me either, so... Mr. Daimien, I've come to deliver a letter. It's a letter from Ronaldo, sorry. Well, my business is concluded. Onward to mail. You know, I actually... One second. I'm trying to figure out this shit. Please come visit me in the sanctuary in Costa Rica. Okay. You know, I was, thinking, you know, I look at the menu, and if you're like me and you've gotten every item so far, including the Poe Lantern and the Hawk Goggles, this would actually be an interesting dungeon to go into, because all the dungeon slots are, all the equipment slots are filled. So it would lead you to believe, what would the actual weapon be? Now, there's some allusions to it already, like, like if you tried to do the star challenge, the second star challenge, you'd fail because you need the double claw shot for it. I bring to you your last 2 bugs, Agatha. It's useless to me, but it's the next one that I really want. This means all the bugs have made it to the ball safely, and everyone has a partner. They all look so happy. You worked very hard, for your efforts will forever be passed down in the Insect Kingdom, brave knight. Please accept this declaration of honorable citizenship and the memento that goes along with it. Yo, doubled wallet size. Let's go. So the claw shot is the... So there's no hook shot in this game. Instead, it's claw shot. You get the claw shot in the water temple, or the under lake bed temple, as it's called. In the sky temple, the item of the dungeon is a second claw shot. Like, if you watch me claw shot on something, you'll see me hang from it. And then I have to drop. But if you have the double claw shot, you can actually choose to try to aim for something else. Basically, it's almost like a hook shot variation of, like, wall jumping. Wasn't it damn interesting that the guy I need to talk to is also coincidentally in Kakariko Village?
Just one hope.
Too far. No, I've been waiting for you, Daimien. Bertram has smiled upon us. If things go well, we should be able to help Elia recover her memory. Do you know Thomas' friend Shad? Well, it seems he's researching the heavens, and has come here to see the statue in the basement of the sanctuary. And as I've learned, when Elia was saved, she overheard someone talking about Rod of the Heavens, or something like that. The Goron Elder believes that to help her regain her lost memories, we must piece together the fragments of her past, which means if we work our way backward from the very place where she lost her memory, we may be able to find something that will restore it. Now we must retrace Elia's path. I am certain it was Talma who cared for her before she arrived in this village, was it not? It'd be best to speak with her first. Please take this to Talma. It shames me to say it, but to be honest, I cannot abide Talma's company. We have a fighting chance, Daimien. It is time for you to show your manliness for the girl's sake. Is there anything I can do to help? Just say so. It is times like these, that we must come to another's aid. Not that you could ever do much to help me, my tiny friend. Gahahaha. To be perfectly honest, I can understand it. I like the guards that are running away scared. You'd think none of them had seen a fucking wolf before.
Aren't you one you ask me? One from plus is he going to tell me?
See, it let me warp from here. I was thinking that I could change back. I appreciate the people that are utterly terrified but are unwilling to get out of line. I respect them greatly. I did decide, though, that in this game I'm not going to collectible farm. I'm just going to kind of go for the end game. How's Ilya doing, honey? Sure that Shaman will find a way. Alright, oh yeah, don't I have to hand her the letter? Ooh, if it isn't from Renato, the shaman. It's writing and he doesn't bother to mention thing about little old me, honey. That is what I call rude. Well, there's no accounting for the foolishness of a man. At least I understand Ilya's situation now. Of course, I can lend a hand for that adorable little girl. Let's do it. First one to bring Ilya to this shop was that doctor. Maybe he knows something, but he's a crusty old bat, that's for sure. I got honey. You go ahead and take this to him. This magic little paper will get that cogger talking. Should be nice if she's... it sure would be nice if you started remembering things soon, eh, Daimien? I love the idea that she's blackmailing him with his tab. You don't start talking, I'm gonna make you start paying back all the money you legally own me anyway. You legally owe me anyway. Oh. Yeah, it's kind of interesting that they're not. Would have been nice to have a village in the desert. Does this doctor live? Oh, here we go. Found it. And what's that? Just as I wondered who it might be, I see it's the admirable young lad who is willing to help the Zorro boy for nary a single rupee. What does he want, lad? A physical? Some have money. You've some money, don't you? Wait, that girl didn't mention anything about me, did she? Yeah. Look, I can't pay this off right now. I can see Talma's hired you, some sort of heavy, to strong-arm me, but you'll have to wait. Look, lad. If I'd been able to sell the wooden statue that young lady had, I would have had all the money. I would have been able to get the money. But see, I accidentally slipped medicine all over that little carving, which made it stink awfully. Put it outside to dry, but then, well, it was stolen. Who goes around stealing people's stuff like that? What a world. You always have to be on guard, eh? Which that'd be it. At any rate, neither the money or the carving is here, so I can't repay you. Now, to work, to work. Oh man, it's quite coincidental that this thing has a heavy scent in a game where you can transform into a wolf, huh?
You aren't A to B. Interesting.
Oh. Did I transform too early?
You need a welcome.
Here we go. I forgot you could do that.
Okay, up to you.
Didn't... Why do I feel like I remember Telma's cat took it? Yep. You're looking for the wooden statue that Ilya had, aren't you, dear? You think it's a coincidence that I happen to know it got stolen from the doctor's place? No, yes, I'll admit it. I took it. But then I was attacked by some sort of skeletal dog beasts who took it from me. I don't know why those beasts were after her statue. Thought it likely that she was in a dangerous spot, though. Those fiends lurk just outside the southern gate. Unfortunately, they only come out at night. Another thing, they always move around as a pack. You won't get the statue unless you give them all a thrashing. The statue sounds like a key to getting Ilya's memory back. You must get it back. Man, inconveniently, they only spawn at night. What the hell am I gonna do? What am I possibly going to do to fight these guys at nighttime? What a tricky situation I'm in right now. That is a Poe. Seeing if there's any other Poes out here. Oh, yeah. I'm not getting it anyways. I just realized there's some stuff that's just going to be annoying to bother with, and I'll just beat the game. Remember something. I was confined somewhere. Yes, I was. And I was saved by whoever was confined with me. When the person set me free, they gave me the statue. Yes, yes. Remember that much, but that means that person is still in trouble. What was wrong with me? I can't remember where that place was. Ooh. I remember. I'd seen that before somewhere. It belongs to a tribe that protected the Hylian royal family long ago. They worked in secret, so they lived in a lonely, forgotten place. But I heard that that tribe dwindled in the prolonged wars. If you want to find the hidden village, look for a path leading to the Larian province on the far side of the bridge of Eldon. But rocks might block the way to the village. Go, so you can't get there anymore. What? Oh, do not mean to worry, you little humans. Problems like these are not problems to Gorons. Our Patriarch Darbus will be waiting for you up ahead. Look at your map to see where. I'll try to find the path beyond the bridge of Eldon that leads to the Larian province. Completely forgot. I'm like, what's her name again? The Sheikah tribe member that's always looking after Zelda. Impa. I was wondering. I couldn't remember if Impa was in this game or not. I know in this one she's like a really old lady though.
You need your puppy.
Hey! That's my horse. CDI Zelda? I don't know what that means. I've never really seen the CDI games to know what that's necessarily referencing. Like, I know of the CDI Zelda games, but I never actually, like, played them or watched a full playthrough or anything. I didn't know she was in them. I know of them, I've just never really seen much about them. Since it's been burning my nostrils, the scent of evil. Powerful creature I have seen about, but under that beast are many minions who attack and plunder like a pack of hyenas. There are 30, no, at least 20 of them ahead. Probably just a small band of survivors, ragged remnants who had settled leaderless into this village. If that is all their little human, then you alone are more than enough for them. You have to defeat them all to save the girl's benefactor. Or you go, I will tell you the secret to besting them. Destroy them all before they spot you. Got that, little human? Goodbye, rock-type Sonic the Hedgehog. Yeah, they really glued in onto it, right? You mind? Why are you letting me target, but then not letting me target me? Come on. Why does it not let me target the moment I pull out my fucking arrows? I'm Z targeting. The moment I pull out the bow, the target disappears. There's no reason for it. Shoot him! Oh my god. What the, when the fuck did I suddenly become sloppy with aim? Let me just launch about 40 arrows before I hit this guy once. Well, he just sits there fucking pegging me. Finally. Really? What harm does it do to actually do that now? Blazing saddles. They faded into silence. Wait, are you? Savior, it's you, the Savior. Please forgive me for not opening up the door. My name is Impaz. I'm the last resident of this poor village. My name comes from the Great One who built this village so long ago. This village was once the secret home of a proud tribe that served the royal family, but it fell into decline, became infested with dangerous beasts, become an awful place. Excuse me for asking, but is your name Daimien? I knew it. So then you saved that nice girl. How lovely. When she was here, she would often cheer me up by saying that you would come to help. Sweet girl, she worried about this old woman even as I helped her to escape from here. By royal order, I can't leave this place until a certain person arrives. No matter what terrible fate is visited upon it. Listen, I blather on. I have a favor to ask. Would you help me return this to her? And she always kept it close to her heart, but even so, she didn't hesitate to part with it in order to protect me. I believe in my heart that it's kept me safe all this time. Please, I ask you to return it to that girl. Now Midna shouldn't be upset that I want to play Howl at the Moon at the Stone here. What do you mean? There's one person that can't even bloody fucking see me. What do you mean I'm gonna scare someone? Again, I don't understand this whole self-importance over Link not being able to transform in front of people. Because, like, who the hell bloody fucking cares? Most of the people he transform in front of would be happy to know he's still him, just in a dog form. There we go. Last sword technique. But if he transformed in front of people he could trust, is what I mean. Like, if he's like, hey, let me show you something. This has been really helpful for my journey. And then transforms into a wolf. Oh, I've not used these bombs yet. I'll just use one now just to show you what it does, but yeah, bomb chew. That's a pretty fucking far distance. Holy fuck. I don't think it climbs walls though. We'll find out here. Oh, I can't use one in town. You mean you won't let me throw bombs around in a highly populated capital town? Yeah, I never played Phantom Hourglass, so I wouldn't really know. The Great Spin. Man, I feel like this would have been great to have against the fucking spider enemies. You have mastered numerous hidden skills and now house the spirit of the true hero. You remember that Wind Waker game that's completely different and even in a different timeline here? Let's take a lot of abilities that he knew and give them to here and pretend like Ocarina of Time Link had them in the first place. Marched through countless foes, each mightier than the last, you, who now gaze to the future with visions unclouded, surely you can restore Hyrule to its stature of yore as the chosen land of the gods. Farewell. Go, do not falter, my child.
Bless me with Is there anything?
Go village.
This is incomplete.
I knew you once. Yes, this feels familiar. The scent of hay. When we were young, you and I. You're always there. You were always beside me. Daimien. And of course, no kiss, because why would they? It's a Nintendo game rated E for everyone. Or is this T for teen? E for teen. Fuck, no teenager wants to see two characters that are clearly meant to be together kiss. How fucking dare they? Hell, even hand-holding and hugging crosses the line. This gift was meant for you. It was something I wanted to give you before you left on your journey. Please, Daimien, take it. I can call Lizreel's favorite song to get her to show up. Worry about me any longer. Whenever you return, I'll be waiting for you. Daimien, do you remember what I was saying about the Rod of Heavens? Well, actually, it's about the messenger to the heavens who held the rod. The nice woman who saved me told me about it. Apparently, it's this woman's village. They guarded something for the heavenly messenger for generations, so they awaited. Yeah, you're the horse. Wait him. But they can't give this item away until the messenger arrives with the rod. So the lady couldn't leave her village, you see. Say, Daimien, do you have any idea who this messenger to the god heavens might be, or even what the rod is? Work. You're heading back to here. Really, you couldn't just appear beside me? You had to be on the other fucking side of the bridge? Oh, come on. Oh, hit a fence post. Gotta turn. Hi. I love how the game made you go back to Ilya and then come back here again.
With this man?
Much to offer you, but please make yourself comfortable here. Hey, that rod. Is that the Dominion rod? Could it really be? Are you the messenger to the heavens? Among the legends of my clan, there was a story from the time when the Akka still maintained contact with the royal family. It is said that a mysterious rod was handed down from the people of the sky, and it was called the Dominion rod. Rod was only to be carried by the messenger to the heavens when the royal family needed to communicate with the Akka. From generation to generation, my ancestors have guarded the book that by royal decree was to be given to the messenger to the heavens. This is that book. Please take it. Book written in the ancient sky language. A crucial word is missing some characters. It's a hint. Finding a path to the sky. Book is written in the ancient language of the sky writing. So glad I stayed in this village. If I had not met that girl, what would have become of me? Meeting that girl must have been ordained by the gods so that I could be here today to pass on this knowledge. Well, you've done your civic duty now, so you can move out of this village that is run down and decrepit, and so that way, you know, you're an old lady. Like, you know, when you die, what do you want? Do you want people to know that you're dying, or do you want the cats to eat your corpse? Because one of those is going to be a very likely scenario.
You eat that. concept is unique.
I'm ending this stream when I'm like at Sky Temple. What's my plan? Is this it's skywriting. Where in the blazes did you get this? You don't suppose this could be the word that breaks the seal? Let's try it out. No reaction. Not this Satura. Daimien, thanks ever so. You have brought me one step closer to solving this puzzle. I shall give the book back to you. And I shall try out this word on other statues. I have made the rounds to these statues so many times I've memorized all their locations. I will place marks on your map so you can find them. Come find me in case you have questions. Remember, every one of those marks is near an owl statue. You'll excuse me. Power has returned to the Dominion Rod. Noting the book was a spell that imbued the staff with magic. Now you can do to the other statues what you did before. So, he did say you would mark your map wherever there was a statue, didn't he? We should go check out those spots, right, Daimien? We'll get the one in the desert first, just because I feel like it's the most out of the way. One sky character. But which one did I find? Was it the letter O? I gotta know. Like letter O, letter P, letter Q. Because I couldn't. You have to get the final word before you can move that one. Because that's the one that requires plot progression. That's the one you need to move for actual plot, because of the canon that's behind it. It had a piece of stone that's blocking the ability for the Dominion rod to work on it. And what we're trying to do is do the things needed to be able to we're doing what's we need to get all these letters to find the missing words so we can enchant or cast the spell correctly to unseal that statue. Oh, it is. Now, I only actually have to get the letters, though. But I want to get the chests just for fun, because they either contain lots of rupees or, pieces of hearts. Think of the chests here sort of like, the treasure charts in Wind Waker. Nothing but padding, but some of the rewards are actually worth it. Look, I'm like the Sky Temple is the second last dungeon in the game. My goal tonight is to get there, and then on my next day off, I might actually be able to just straight up beat the game. If I start early enough. Yeah, it's a good thing I got that, the other one's nearby. It's a good thing I got that, rupee pouch upgrade. It's a good thing the HD remake makes it 2,000 and not 1,000. That was funny. Oh yeah, I got that a while ago. That's pretty much the only thing I have left to spend money on, so... need it further out. I thought the ivy was flush with the wall. So get this, warp to here to get that one, then warp to here to get that one. And then there's one down here. And that's it. At least they're all by warp points, so... or within reason of them. One second, 'cause this one you have to take to the other side here. And I just want to make sure there's no bloody fucking archer that's gonna piss me off. Oh, there is. Got him. Got him. Got him. And it's good to know that all these things stayed in place over the centuries, millennia, whatever. Isn't it great when things like that happen? That the entire plot is heavily dictated off of the idea that the world did not change over the course of, like centuries or thousands of years. Very much almost problematic for me. something on the other side there, but unless there's a ledge to help us cross, we can't reach it. Gee, if only she was paying attention to what I was actually trying to accomplish. I don't understand why I can't ledge grab the owl statues. Oh. Like, logistically speaking, they have a ledge. I should be able to grab it. Hi. Bye. Piece of heart.
Sweet one from
I'm also surprised that there are none of these in, like, the Zora domain. Just checking without the portals on the map just to make sure I'm not missing any additional ones. Okay, that is what the cells look like under a microscope. There's no way that's a character. This is a tricky one. It's not as tricky as I remembered it. I thought I had to get it into the middle one too. Yo, it's the letter E!
You need my paper.
Not gonna lie. Like, I know those stamps are absolutely garbage now. They literally serve no use anymore because, you know, the whole Wii U internet is down. Because Nintendo is a wonderful company. So this whole, like, social media campaign they kept pushing on with several of their games is now dead. I've actually found quite some amusement in finding the stamps, at least specifically the lettered ones. Because, like, it just makes me think it's like a Legend of Zelda Sesame Street episode. In this chest, I found the letter E. That is a teardrop. I found every letter now.
The first we could be with.
So we warp back to the dude.
Practice what you need.
The book from last time? There are more letters in the word than the last time I looked. Did you investigate that? Daimien, this is amazing, amazing! This must be the word we need. Let's try it immediately. I like how they actually have someone muttering Japanese. It's taken on the same shape as the other statues. What can this mean? I thought we had solved the last of the riddles. Blast, how confounding. I must apologize, Daimien. I need to cool off a tad before I mull the problem further. Dude, I have the solution. You know, just for fun. Daimien? Did you move that statue? And what's this? Amazing, spectacular. This must be the sky cannon read about in my father's notes. I knew my intuition was into something when it led me here. But how can one use this to get to the city in the sky? What do you plan to do with it, Daimien? Guy's still watching us. Perhaps I'm in your way? Well, forgive me for not realizing. I should just disappear at times like this, really. So, let me know the results another time, Daimien. I just like this idea. Ah, yes. Let me give you one last piece of advice. It seems to be broken, so you do well to show it to a canon expert first, I should say. Farewell. I just like how this guy read the room and he's just like, oh, fuck, I'm in the way. Let me just skedaddle real quick. I wonder if I put him off. Is there anything else in here before I leave? No. We are going to warp. We are taking it, nope, to Lake Hylia. Okay, let's go see Mr. Cannon, dude. Hey, buddy. Not yours? Hey, buddy. I never thought you'd get so hooked on fantastinations that you try to build your own cannon. So, what are you going to give me the tour or what? Looks like you have a serious rig over there. Oh, it's kind of retro. No, there's no ignition device, so you can't even use it. Listen, buddy. Suppose I might be able to fix it for you. I mean, maybe. As if you pay me 300 rupees in advance. What do you say? Sure. I've nothing else to spend my money on, so... I knew you'd see the light, buddy. I'll just be a sec. To be perfectly honest, if you got all the chests from the statues, you'd have logically no reason to not have the money. Because several of the chests contained hundreds of rupees. The game literally put those chests there so you could pay for the plot. Here you go, buddy. All working as it should, I think. May look like junk, but this thing's got some powerful innards. Gonna be knocking on the door to the heavens, seriously, but it might be rough. So, sorry for soaking you for the dough. I'll leave you alone then. Well, you just have all the fun you want, okay, buddy? You, gracious, we made it back finally. Welcome, adventurer. This is the Sky City of the Orca. And I guess you came all this way. I guess I can give you the tour of the city. Weak. Oh goodness, brave adventurer, you won't believe it. There's a dragon raging outside the city walls. I'm terribly worried about everyone. I'm going to check on the shop for survivors. You can believe it, wind plays a large factor in this city. Ooh, sorry for earlier, adventurer. Then you can walk around the city and taking it in, right? I'm worried about the others, and this is an emergency. I can't just stand around waiting. Please take me too. I won't be able to warp you to the surface, but I will be able to bring you back to this shop anytime. I am actually going to buy a few things. Hylian, no. I speak a little Hylian. You understand me? See something you want? Yes, I want bombs. I want arrows as well. And I should be good on that. Alright. So, this is where we end. So if I have a good stream over the weekend, on like Saturday or Sunday, I could easily get this game done. Right? I got this temple, I got the next temple, and then the Twilight Zone, and then it's basically Ganondorf. And then we can go into my week off with this game done. All right, so yes, we're gonna call it here. Tomorrow is the Pokemon stream that got delayed. Friday will be Genshin. Or no, tomorrow there is no stream, sorry. Thursday is the Pokemon stream that was delayed. Genshin Friday, and then we are doing, and then Saturday or Sunday, one will be Zelda, one will be 7th Dragon. And just a reminder, the game being played upon completing, let's get to the chat screen here. The game being played upon completing Twilight Princess is my second playthrough of Kingdoms of Amalur. For those that saw my previous playthrough, in Kingdoms of Amalur, I tried a challenge run on very hard difficulty because the game is very easy to break with crafting, so I refuse to do crafting. Turns out, still very easy if you know the right way to do it. So in this playthrough, it will still be on very hard. However, I can only use yellow and purple equipment, which is stuff that can be maintained, but none of it's actually broken for the most part. There are a few broken pieces, but like, I'm not talking about like plus 30% damage modifiers. You won't find stuff like that. Right? So purples are legendaries, stuff that like is in reference to like game lore, and yellow is equipment. So like yellow only comes as armor, but they come as equipment sets. So if I equip several pieces of a set, I unlock additional bonuses. We've seen this because wearing a set was a part of my build in the previous playthrough. On top of that, it will also be a random lock. It's been a long time since I've done a random lock, so to explain that, I pick certain elements of the game and randomize them at every opportunity. In this case, it will be my skill, or not my skills, my talents. So the might, sorcery, and finesse. Every level up, you get 3 points. I will be randomly assigning which tree those points go into. So, I won't even know what I'm going to be building for. The game goes up to level 50. I might end up with a shitty fucking build, but we'll see. It's quite interesting that the Fateless one is being controlled by the Fates. Anyways, Lizreal, Nick, Radical, what was it, Teddy that showed up right at the beginning of the stream. I appreciate everyone that showed up. I got a lot of views this stream. 22 views is actually like pretty crazy. And my actual like concurrent viewers was insane. It started at 3 and never went down. It went to 4, then it went to 5, and it bumped to 6 a couple times. That was actually like really nice. So with that said, I'm going to call it here. My name is Daimien Kamiya. I am the Omni King. Be a friend, foe, or member of the Omni Council. I'm going to see you later. Goodbye, everyone.